So I said to him, "You're a loser. You are a loser because you believe it to be so. If that's what you believe, then that's what you are." Welcome all to your space for everything empowerment. I am your host, Tariq Williams. Not only I am Vision of Hope, but we are Vision of Hope. This is the Speaker Vision podcast. Thank you for joining us. Let's get into the episode today. Nobody talks about this. We talk around this in a lot of different ways, but nobody actually talks about this. The power of negativity. Everybody discusses, the power of positivity. Feel the positivity. The power of positivity is great. It's enormous. Just be positive. But what we need to understand is the power of negativity. I'm not sure if there's anything too much stronger than the power of negativity. Follow me on this journey, will you? So in this podcast episode, we're going to talk about the importance, and not necessarily the importance, but just the sheer power of negativity, how much power it actually has. After that, I'm going to discuss a couple stories with you that really truly show the great power of negativity, what that means for us as individuals, and what we have to do to combat it. Let's get into it. So once again, the power of negativity, it's great. It's strong. Michael Jordan has the quote, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." So that's why you got to take the shots, right? But it's interesting because there's a lot of shots in our lives. There's a lot of things in our lives that we don't take the opportunity. We don't take the option to go forward and go do it because what if? What if it doesn't work out? What if they don't want to talk to me? What if they don't want to be my friend? What if I don't get the job? What if I apply to the fellowship and I don't get the fellowship? What if? Right? Think about it. How many things have you not done in your life because of what if? But what if that really bad things happen? And so I think about the power and negativity and thinking negative about our lives have stopped us from so many great things. Let me jump into this story real quickly. And I've talked about this story before on the podcast. So I have a group of friends that I sometimes, we all hop on FaceTime together. And we were all talking one day. And one of my buddies goes, "I'm a loser." And a few of them were speaking like, "What are you talking about? No, you're not." And I just start listening. Okay. I don't really respond at this current moment. All right. And he says, "Yeah, I'm a loser." And we're all on this call. We're listening to him. And they're going back and forth and telling him, "No, you're not a loser. Like, what do you mean by that? It doesn't make any sense." And then I jumped in and I was like, "No, you're not a loser. You've accomplished a lot of great things in your life. Why do you think you're a loser?" And he said to me, "Because the people that I spend time around think I'm a loser. And not only that, I just feel that I am a loser. Like, that's just what I am. That's what I feel." So I said to him, "Man, of course not. You're not a loser. Like, there's no way." And I explained to him, like, you've had so many successes in your life. Like, sure, you're coming across some difficulties, but you're not. That doesn't make you a loser. And he said, "Tariq, the people I spend time around with me, like in my daily life," because he doesn't live anywhere near where I'm at, "but the people I spend time around, they think I'm a loser. I feel like a loser because I'm not accomplishing the things that I want to accomplish in this very moment. I'm a loser." So I said to him, we were going back and forth for a little bit longer. I said to him, "Okay, you're a loser. You're a loser." And he didn't say anything. He kind of paused. And then I went further. I said to him, "Yes, you are a loser because you believe it to be so. If that's what you believe, then that's what you are." And I know that sounds harsh in a way, but it's the truth, right? He spoke his truth, and because you believe that something is true like that, if you say that you are a loser, then that's what you're going to be. And I know that sounds tough, but that is the power of negative thinking, right? Because in that moment, and I didn't discuss it from this perspective, but in that moment, he had 3, 4 people trying to explain to him how he's not. But the negative mindset, the self-doubt, the self-deprecating talk, that inner person inside his head. I think we called her what, Linda? I don't remember. But that inner talk was strong. And it made him feel like he was a loser. Therefore, he believed it, therefore he was. And so when you think about what negative talk can do, you're literally telling your brain what the facts are. You're speaking your truth. You're speaking it into existence. And it's so powerful that it doesn't matter who or whatever tells him that he was so stuck in that negative thinking piece. It didn't matter. Okay. And so when I think more about this negative piece and the power of negativity, once again, everybody talks about the power of positivity. But we need to talk about the power of negativity. Because when you let negativity into your life, when you accept it into your life, it's going to prevent you from doing the things that you want to do. You start thinking that you're not worthy. You start thinking that you're not deserving. And even though those things are not true, you start to believe it, right? And so we have to find a way to not let the negativity in. Let me tell you all another quick story. This is an interesting one because this happened recently, and this person may or may not listen to the podcast. Who knows? But someone that I know created a really neat work of art. Okay, I'm not going to discuss what it was, but it was a functional piece of material that can go in your kitchen, okay? And we were touring people around the facility. So I trained staff at a Center for Blind People, and we were touring people around the facility. And over the weekend, when these clients and students weren't there, somebody said that they were willing to buy said work of art, okay? And when that individual found out, they're like, oh no, it couldn't be mine. Mine's like banged up and bruised. There's no way it could be mine. There's absolutely no way. But the thing about it was hers. The person wanted to buy it. They wanted to figure out how much money that she was willing to sell it for because they thought it was such a great piece, okay? This functional piece in the house, I'll just put it out there. It was a cutting board, okay? And they didn't believe that it was possible that someone would want to buy it. They were so negative about the piece that they had created, they didn't think it was worth anything. Yet other people saw the value and the beauty in which what was created, right? But yet for some reason, once negativity enters in, you don't know where it's going to go, right? You could create something so special. You could accomplish your goal. You could accomplish your dream. But as soon as one person says it's not good enough, or as soon as somebody critiques you on another thing that doesn't make any sense, you've let negativity in. So here's what I'll tell you. When it comes to combating this, first and foremost, to my friend that thinks he's a loser, right? He needs to surround himself with some better people on a daily basis. I'm not here for that. If someone is around me that's not in my energy, that's not a good energy for me, that's going to be negative around me, that doesn't serve me. I can't have those people around me. When I was in a space with my blindness where I didn't think anything was possible, I was around nobody, and I stayed in that negative space. I stayed there. But I knew there had to be something else out there for me. There had to be, right? I was still the same person. My eyesight doesn't define me. And so there had to be something else out there for me. And by the time there were some moments where people told me that I wasn't worth anything because of my blindness, at the times where there were people out there that said it was impossible for me to go to college, where they said, oh, the subpar grades are acceptable, that getting a doctorate degree might not be possible for you now, the master's degree may not be possible anymore, the undergraduate degree may not be possible. I'm here to tell you that I know several blind people with doctorate degrees. I know several blind people with law degrees. I myself with a master's, right? But I didn't allow the negative to control me because it will. See, I don't know if there's much more things more powerful than that power of negativity, because it will control you. Once it controls you, it consumes you. And then you speak it out loud into existence and you let it take over your life on a daily basis. You can create something so special that somebody wants to buy from you, but yet you don't think it's worth anything, so you don't want to sell it, even though someone's told you that they think it's great. You can have several friends around you telling you how great what you are and what your friendship means to them, but you could still think that you're a loser. That's self-doubt, that's self-deprecation can consume you, and it can be so strong. See, this episode probably isn't super long, but I think it was really important to discuss. I'll probably come back around to it. It's a topic that I really want to discuss a bit more because nobody talks about the power of negativity. We all discuss the power of positivity, but once that negativity creeps in and consumes you, it's a wrap. I told you all that my word of the year this year is failure. Not a lot of people understand it, but the fact of the matter is I'm going to put myself out there so many times that I have no choice but to continue failing, but to continue learning so that eventually my success is inevitable. To learn all the things I possibly can, to take all the failures I possibly can, to keep going. To keep going. Because the truth of the matter is, when it comes to negativity and the power of negativity, it's great. That I can't, that I won't. There's truly almost nothing stronger, but actually there is something stronger. The only thing stronger than I can't is I can. I talked a few weeks ago on the podcast about why self-care is so important. And if you haven't looked at that episode yet, I encourage you to. But I'm going to take it a step further in this episode. Because what that negativity truly does when it comes to getting to your goal, when it comes to getting to your gym and fighting for your greatness, what negativity really is giving power to limits. And we don't give power to limits. We don't let that creep in because once it does, it can consume us. We don't give power to limits. Absolutely not. And what that does when you give power to limits, it kills your dreams. It kills the mission you have for yourself. It kills your purpose. So the power of negativity, that I can't, the one thing stronger in it is I can. And so you take that, you protect the mission, you protect your purpose because it's yours, it's your vision. You get out there, you go get it. Protect your purpose, protect your mission. And don't let that self-doubt, don't let that negativity, don't let that negative self-talk and negativity and self-deprecation, don't let it get you. Know yourself, know your worth, know your heart. Your life is too short to not surround yourself with people who you love, with doing the things you love, with being in a space and doing work that you love. That's what it's all about. Once again, protect your peace, Protect your purpose. Let's get it. Not only I am Vision of Hope, but we are Vision of Hope. This is the Speak Your Vision podcast. Protect the vision. Let's get it.